cannot. Okay, well, welcome back to Sunrise. Rise. I can't speak this morning. It's that time of the morning, and I'm wondering if we should still sing the song. Like, oh, you know, it's just the two of us. But why not, right? When TK come, panam, panam. We don't want bad news, panam, panam. Only good news, panam, panam. With the vibes on the top, panam, 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 panam. You're not giving me the vibes. No, TK.
I gave it a remix.
Not the chicka.
No?
I'm done. Okay, I know it's just us, but I'm asking you nicely for some good news today.
Let's get started.
All right.
Let's get started. I don't know about the good news because first up is Tinson Pen Aerodrome crash. So that's how we're going to kick things off. So the police are now investigating the cause of a Piper Aztec 34 aircraft that crashed at the Tinson Pen Aerodrome in Kingston Wednesday afternoon. The aircraft, which was traveling from the Sangster International Airport in St. James, encountered a bumpy landing, causing it to run off the runway. The craft was attempting to land at approximately 12:45 p.m. when it encountered difficulties, veered off the runway to the south, overturned, and came to a halt in the verges. The two males on board the aircraft were rushed to hospital for medical checks. So I'm hoping that all is well there. We'll get an update on how they are, but my understanding is that though, you know, they were injured, it was not critical as far as I understand.
You know, that particular aerodrome, I know that the runway is not a massive long runway, and I think I mean, I don't know the situation, but I know that if you don't know that runway, or in Jamaica that tends to be like a thing. Like, you know, I had a cousin who was a pilot, and so I remember, like, you know, them talking all the time about how, you know, our runways here in Jamaica, like the pilots for other companies would be like, okay,
you have to know what you're doing
you
to
know what you're doing in Jamaica. You know, it's a different thing. Tinson Pen is a little different because I think it's a shorter runway, and it's easy, I imagine, to underestimate, you know, what that is. Gladly, nobody is seriously or critically hurt, like you said, but yeah, that's tough. Could you ever be a pilot? Do
you know, I always wanted to be a pilot.
Really?
I actually started doing like aviation classes and all these things. I flew out of Tinson Pen as part of my, I make it sound really serious. It was a summer program.
Funnily enough, I did the same.
It was a summer program, but it was awesome.
I got to fly a plane too one time and take off and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't have the nerve for it.
I also don't. I don't have the nerve for it.
It's too much. It's way too much. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So next up, World Health Organization, the WHO, declares MPOX a public health emergency. So the Ministry of Health and Wellness is urging citizens to take the necessary precautions against MPOX after the World Health Organization declared the disease a public health emergency of international concern. In a release yesterday, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie stated that the Ministry of Health and Wellness has noted the declaration and wishes to alert the country that while there are presently no cases of MPOX reported, members of the public should take the necessary precautions to safeguard themselves from this disease. More than 14,000 MPOX cases have been reported in the Democratic Republic of Congo this year.
Wow. That's a tough one. I mean, you know.
No more. I just don't know more. I'm tired. No more.
And, you know, with this one, I have to say, you know, it's a little different because it's something that physically shows up on you. Like, meaning, I feel like it's like you can't hide this. You know, like even with COVID, like people would have COVID and we wouldn't even know. With this, there is a physical
manifestation of it.
Right. There's evidence of it, which makes it all the more like, you know. Did you ever have chickenpox, by the way?
I've never had chickenpox.
Okay, yeah. Tough one.
I need to find wood. Yeah, no. I'm telling you. But, you know, what's interesting is because it's very MPOX, my understanding that it's very, very contagious. It's very easily spread. So I'm interested in how, you know, in the ministry's advice on how to safeguard ourselves against it. Because that's, I mean, public transportation, public events, it's very easy to be in confined spaces in Jamaica. So I'm curious to know ways that we can safeguard ourselves.
I have a feeling y'all need to stock up on your hand sanitizer all over
Hand sanitizer again.
But that's a part of my life now, you know. Like, it's so interesting how there's so,
just an everyday,
it's one of those things. Washing my hands. I mean, my hand them dry, you know, like wash hand, you know. I don't know if it's because of, you know, the 2 years, 3 years would just come out of her just because I have so much picnic. But I am like always thinking about, you know, who is touching what, this, that. I mean, anywhere I go, I'm like, don't touch that, don't touch this, don't do that. So anyway,
I'm just hoping
we can't take no more, man. Oh God,
I was just about to say, I'm just hoping it's not one of those.
Yeah, and I hate mass hysteria, right? So I don't like this like feeling of like, oh God, you know, like I don't like that public scare. I don't love it. So
I just don't like when the country shut down.
I hate that.
And it impacts so many businesses, so many places, so many people, so much people money, you know. So hopefully we can just keep it, let's keep it safe, people. And don't invite right now. Let's just have a public, not invite no family member from any other country from Jamaica. Just for a little while. Just make them go on bill a little bit. And then them can come about Christmas.
I
Skip
agree.
the summer vacation.
Yeah, coming in New Year. Okay,
coming in the New Year, man.
Let's do Feel Good Friday.
Let's do Feel Good Friday, okay? Let's do Feel Good Friday. Feel Good Friday. Chinese company introduces unhappy leaves. Now listen to this and tell me if you think this could work in Jamaica, okay? So in order to implement a better work-life balance, Yu Dong Lai, the founder and chairman of the retail chain Pang Dong Lai, located in China's Henan province, has introduced unhappy leaves for his employees. This new policy allows workers to take a day off whenever they feel discontented or stressed without the need for management approval. This initiative reflects Yu's belief that a relaxed and happy workforce will lead to a healthier and more sustainable business.
Wow. I mean, I like the idea, but how do you
plan for it? Like it sounds like it would be a little chaotic.
It would be. I would be like, man, I feel so good today.
Right?
Like, is there a limit to how many you can take in a week, in a month, in a year?
I don't know. But I do like the idea of, you know, owners and CEOs and companies really taking into account and putting real measures in place for work-life balance. It's something we talk about mental health and all this time, but there are practical ways that people can help with mental health issues, and this is one of them.
In the last 5 years, we've heard things like, I'm taking a mental health day, I'm, you know, taking that time for myself. The part that you don't have to like consult with anybody, I mean, maybe that works there. I don't know how that would work anywhere else in the world. Like, there is a lot of work to be done around how we're allowing people space and time. Something I would love to see happen is a 4-day work week. I would love to see that.
I'd love it.
Yeah, a 3-day weekend. And you know, I think it would actually make people a lot more productive.
I believe so too.
And that's what the studies have shown, where they have implemented it, is that people are a lot more productive because they're a lot more rested, a lot more work-life balance. When you think about 7 days and it's 5 out of those days that you have to, you know, make it happen, a 4-day work week might be a good solution.
The 4-day work week would impact people working in traditional 9-to-5s though. So like, for example, stores and supermarkets and service providers would still be open all the time,
7 days a week. It's just that my work week would only be 4 days. And then we have shifts and, you know, make it work.
I love that.
I do too.
I love that. But you guys tell me, do you think that an unhappy leave
them need to change the name.
It's 10 days. It's 10 days you get for the year.
Oh wow! So it's 10 like days. Like 10 personal days. Okay, got it.
Like 10 personal days, but
them just rebranding it.
You know, it's true. We have that already, man. I just can't tell you about it's unhappy leave. It's just I'm taking a personal day. So.
I need to take a personal day more. Like, as an entrepreneur, like, that's always like a thing. Like, we never get vacation, sick leave. Like, literally, like, I need to implement those for myself. Yeah. I learned something today. All right. So I love how I come here and just bare my soul, you know?
Right? It's like, you don't have fun, you don't have hobbies, you don't take days off. Tami, we need to work on this.
You know what? I love talking about these things because I know I'm not the only one. And I know that other people sometimes need to just be like, it's true, me too. Maybe that's something I need to look at. So yeah.
To everybody,
I'm taking a personal day. Goodbye.
You better do it tomorrow.
You're right.
You better do it tomorrow.
No joke, no joke, no joke.
That's all the time that we have for headlines. After the break, it's R to the E, to the A,
to the Z, to the K.
We'll be right back with React. Stay with us.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.